everybody. Hello. So I made it to day 3. I did not think I was going to be able to get on today, but I am. And oh, Nick's got my coffee. Thank you. Wonder Woman. So am I okay? I'm on. So guys, here's my thing. I am doing a 30-day challenge to be on Facebook for 30 days straight not because I want to blah, blah, blah about myself, but because I want to challenge myself to really start digging deep for content. Because when you're an entrepreneur, you've got to put content out there. And there are days when it's just easier not to do anything. So this has been a really great way. It's really energized me and it's brought me out of the dark. And when I refer to the dark, it's if you guys are entrepreneurs or you're considering it, I'm going to warn you about the dark. When you go dark, it's a scary place to be because entrepreneurship is very type A personalities, which means that we have a propensity to have a lot of anxiety and to be emotional. And so entrepreneurship is very much hey Justin, hey Brian, it's very much an entrepreneur roller coaster of emotions. And I tend to have my moments when I like to go dark. And I say that because my husband's got me watching this sci-fi stuff, and it's like when they want to go off the radar, they go dark. So when I go dark, it's definitely just emotional because it's hard. So this is about the one thing that you guys, there's lots of things that that all of us are doing to sabotage our entrepreneurship. And I'm writing my blog this week about it. It's going to be posting on Monday night. My blogs post every Monday night. So if you're not subscribed, you can subscribe to get access to those. And this week, it's about the 4 ways that you're sabotaging your entrepreneurship. And we're all doing it. So one of the 4 ways that we're doing it that I'm going to talk about today is I like to call it boo-hooing when the unicorns are not shitting out Benjamins from their butt. So basically, it's like you think you're going to become an entrepreneur and you're going to be like rolling in the dough, and you're not. Like, it takes a while. And if you're in the online space, it takes a long time. I've learned this the hard way. It takes a long time to build up your audience so that they like you, know you, and trust you. You cannot have someone like you and do business with you. They don't know you, they don't trust you. I can like someone, it doesn't mean I know them, and it doesn't mean I trust them. Or I can have someone that I trust, but it doesn't mean I like them. I have plenty of people that I trust that I don't necessarily like or would do business with. Or I can have someone that, I know them and I kind of trust them, but I don't like them. Did I just say that one? I'm confusing myself. But you guys get the drift. Like, you have to have all 3. In order to be an entrepreneur and get people to buy from you, you have got to have them know you, like you, and trust you. And if you work the breadcrumbs backwards, Stephen Covey says we start with the end in mind. So the end in mind is to be a millionaire, to be like raking in the doughs, right? So that's what my end game is, because that's what's going to happen. I've manifested it, but I got to go all the way back to the beginning. And what can I do today in order for that manifestation to happen? And today it's about building my clientele. How do you build your clientele? You get them to know you, like you, and trust you. How do you get them to know you, like you, and trust you? You show up every day. So don't think that you can become an entrepreneur and you work all this stuff and you put all this content out there and you do this and then nobody buys. And then you're like, well, this sucks. This isn't working. And what do? We quit. According to Forbes magazine, 70% of people, of entrepreneurs, quit, and of those 70%, 90% of them quit in the first 3 to 6 months. That's crazy, right? Startups, Justin, on average don't become profitable. 3 years, yes. Justin is correct. 3 years it takes to become profitable, and I've actually heard 2 to 3 years. So, and I would definitely agree with you, Justin. I would go more towards the 3 years before you even see a dime. So you've got to get your business ready to go where you're good with it taking 3 years. Like, are you financially ready for it to take 3 years? And in order to do that, you've got to like scrounge all your pennies together. And then you've got to sit and you've got to be consistent, because that's the other thing that we don't do. We cry that it's not working, so we quit. So don't be one of the quitters. And then we aren't consistent with our stuff. So we're putting stuff out there and nobody's watching. Do you guys know, like, I do some videos that I have like 2 views. 2. I used to put videos out that I'd have no views. Like, it was so easy for me to be like, well, nobody cares, nobody's watching, I'm not going to do it. You can't quit. You have to keep going. And pretty soon you're going to get 100 views, then you're going to get 500 views, and then maybe one day you're going to like go viral and everyone's going to be like knocking at your door. So again, it's just about being consistent. We, again, as type A's have such we're so impulsive and we just want to quit when things aren't going our way. So my advice to you, if you don't want to sabotage your business, don't boo-hoo when you don't get the unicorns pooping and like you're rolling in the dough, and don't give up. Don't let that not keep you consistent. Be consistent every week. Produce content every day. And I know if you guys are like me, there's some mornings that I wake up and I'm like, shit, I don't feel like doing anything. This isn't working, and I don't do anything. I'll go a week and I'll do nothing. You guys will probably have noticed, like I'll go completely dark. I'll do nothing. And it's because I'm having a moment and I'm frustrated. And I've learned that when you just show up every day, take action, things will start happening. And there's some techniques I use, like I use Buffer. I don't know if you guys have used Buffer. If your business is driven by social media, which like 99% of businesses are driven by social media because that's the world we live in now, really consider using tools like Buffer. I look like Hootsuite, but they're a little expensive. I use Buffer, B-U-F-F-E-R, and they do all my social media postings for me. So the only social media, if you guys follow me on Instagram and Facebook, the only social media postings that I do physically live at the time is like if I post a video in the afternoon. But everything else, I really encourage you guys to look into Buffer, look into Hootsuite, so that when you do go dark, when you want to have a moment to be yourself so you can cry and have your pity party and invite all your friends in your head to pity party with you, Buffer is still doing my job for me. Buffer is still putting out my social media for me. I create it all, but I take time at night about once a week. I create all my postings, I give them all my pictures, I give them all the captions, and they make it all come out. And it's great. I love it. It's like making money in my sleep, yo, right? Not really, but kind of. So anyway, that's my thoughts for today, how we're sabotaging our business. Don't sabotage yourself. It's all in here, man. Recognize the voices in your head. They have great ideas sometimes, but usually it's just negative chatter, and we tend to have a lot of that going on up in here. So when you hear the chatter and it's happening, don't invite them in. Like, they got to go somewhere else. They got to go, because they do, like I said earlier, one little voice comes in and starts chattering, and then they invite all of their friends, and it's not cool. So that's it. I'll talk to you guys later. Day 3 is in the books, man. So I'm rolling into day 4. We'll see. I'm going to make it for 30 days. And each day I'm going to try my best to provide you guys some content, because it's important. Have a great day. It's beautiful outside. The sun is shining, and I got to go. Talk to you later. Bye.